I've saved the best for last. Today, we're going to look at all of the best Dollar Tree makeup dupes. Hello, friends. Hello. You know I love some Dollar Tree makeup. So, I have assembled all of the best Dollar Tree makeup dupes in my opinion, and I'm going to share them with you today. I was having a really hard time dwindling it down because Dollar Tree be duping. They have no problem finding something viral or popular and doing their own version and sometimes doing it better. So I'm going to show you some of those versions of the better Dollar Tree makeup of the better. If you were to ask me, I think my favorite Dollar Tree makeup dupes are going to be in the lipstick area, but that's because I love lipstick. So let's just look at those first. So the first thing I want to show you guys are these Be Pure Silky Lip Creams. They came in 3 shades and they are so lovely. These are dupes. These are dupes for the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Creams. I've got one of them here and you can see they look very, very similar. And not only that, but this one is in the shade Pink Velvet of the Be Pure Silky Lip Cream. Here is what it looks like. Okay. So not only do they resemble in the packaging, but actually in the application too. They're very silky too. You can see these look almost exactly the same, you guys. So the Tarte version is going to cost you $27 and this costs you $1.25. Now I don't have like the exact dupe for the shades because I only have one shade of the Tarte, but I do have all 3 shades of these Be Pure Silky Lip Creams. This one is in the shade Soft Rose, which happens to be one of my favorites. I like these because they have a lot of pigment, but they're not like super bright in your face. They just go on really creamy and smooth, and I just love the texture of them. But these are definitely dupes for the Tarte version. I would have no problem buying this over that. Between the 3 shades, you could definitely, is that the same shade? This one's Bordeaux Bliss. I believe the first one was Pink Velvet. Yeah, the first one was Pink Velvet. This one is Bordeaux Bliss. It's more of a wine shade, but these are so smooth, especially once they get a little bit warm. They just glide on really nicely. So I would highly suggest if you guys see these, grab all 3 and then you can mix it into your own custom shade and find the perfect shade for you. But these are so good for $1.25 and they are definitely dupes for a $27 product. So the next lipstick dupe I would like to show you guys are going to be one of my favorites. This is the Be Pure Plumping Glossy Lip Balm. Now, don't let the name fool you. I have not seen anything plumping in this. It's more of just a really glossy lip balm. But these come in 3 shades. They are $1.25 a piece. Well, things might be $1.50 now, guys, but a quarter more isn't too much more. So it comes in these 3 lovely shades, and these are really, really nice. These are absolutely dupes for either the other Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip, which is more of a lip gloss, or what I really think it's a dupe for is going to be these MAC lip squirts. It just gives you the same effect. It doesn't click the same, but it just gives you the same effect to me. So this is the pink version of the MAC. I will show you the pink version of this. Now, the MAC versions are definitely way, way sheerer. These have a lot of pigment. You have to be careful like putting these down. Otherwise, you will kind of mess it up because they're really soft. You can see even with me doing that, it really kind of pulled up some. So these are really, really soft and they have a lot of pigment. I find myself with these like dabbing it on kind of like this. Otherwise, it just kind of is a lot of pigment. Not there the whole time. Otherwise, it's just a lot of pigment. So it has 3 shades. This one is my favorite. This one is really, really bright. So you have to be careful with this. And yeah, these are definitely dupes for the MAC lip squirts. The lip squirts are going to cost $21 to $23 a piece for one of these. And yeah, they definitely are way more expensive than the $1.25. This is the one I'm wearing right now on my lips. Yeah, they go on exactly the same. The only thing I like better about the lip squirt is just that it's sheer. Those Be Pures are very pigmented. Just you have to be careful putting them on. And especially if you live in a warmer climate, that thing's gonna melt super, super quickly. I actually don't take mine out of the house. I leave it inside the house because I have messed one up before. So be careful in the car and stuff like that, especially in the hot, hot weather. Okay, this is a dupe that I just stumbled across, you guys. These are this is the LA Color. I still have the box here. It's the LA Color Shea Butter Lip Balm, and this one is in the shade, oh my gosh, Cherry Black. So, you guys, this is a dupe for the Clinique Black Honey. Has to be. It goes on so pretty. It's like a sheer berry tinted. I've tried a couple of the other ones and they are nowhere near as good as this one. It's just the shade alone. So Black Honey Clinique, the Clinique Almost Lipstick Black Honey is going to run you $25. This is a perfect dupe, you guys. If you guys like the Black Honey, grab this. It's $1.25. They have a couple other shades. I just grabbed this for some reason. It told me to pick it up because I've tried the other shades and they just were just like a more of a sheer bomb. But this one was so nice. And let me tell you what I pair it with, and you guys will be so happy with me. They have these Ione lip oils. Now, Ione has several lip oils. Let's get things straight. They've got a plumping lip oil, and then they've got these tinted lip oils. This is tinted. It's not the plumping. So I have the tinted lip oil, and I use it in the plumberry with this LA Colors. And oh my gosh, you guys, this, I promise you, you will be so happy. For $2.50, this is a super, super, super nice lip concoction. So the lip gloss version of the Black Honey is going to run you $27. This from Ione is going to run you $1.25. This one is in the shade Plum Berry, and it's just going to give you that plum berry feel, and paired together, I think it looks so nice together. So those are one of the other dupes that I really love. This is a dupe for obviously all of those really popular lip oils that were out for the summer of 24, I would like to say. The Dior's and the Clarins, all of those really high-end oils that are like $40 for one little itty bitty one. And the oil isn't like the most like hydrating oil. It's literally just like, oh, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like for $1.25, this is so much better, and I actually really enjoy these. The only thing I don't like about these is they can get a little messy. The doe foot is really large, and the way it comes out with a lot of product on it, so you just have to be a little bit careful with that. But it does come in 3 shades. I have the Pink Doll shade, which is this really nice pink, and then the Sweet Honey. These all are different shades, and they all look differently on your skin or on your face. I definitely would try all of these. All 3 of them are worth it, even if you just throw them in your gym bag or your purse just to have something to throw on here or there when you don't want to look a whole mess. I would get these. This is a very high recommendation in my book. I love these, love these, love these. Now, like I said, there's one of them feels a little bit like greasy. So you definitely kind of want to make sure if you can stand it up because it is oily. It seems like it's sliding out of the packaging a little bit because like I told you, it comes out a little bit messy. And then the last lipstick, I told you guys, it's been tough to decide. So there's a lot of dupes at Dollar Tree. Don't sleep on Dollar Tree. Pick up one thing every time you go. You won't be mad at me. I promise you. I promise you. So the next thing we're going to look at are these Be Pure lip stains. I know for a fact that these are dupes for the Benefit lip stains. Benefit used to have that dark one for a really, really long time. And then they started coming out with other shades. So these ones kind of remind me of that. Yeah, so the Benetint is going to run you about $28 at Ulta. These don't say that you can use them on your cheeks, but I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. I mean, everything is kind of like universal now. Obviously, don't put like some dots, but maybe put some on your hand and rub it in. But so here I have the shade Caramel, and then I also have the shade Pink Sugar. So these are really pretty. I know that there's at least one other shade that I do not currently have, and I'm not going to swatch these. These stain, like these stain, they are not playing. And I actually like how they go on a lot better than the Benetint. Every time I've ever attempted to use Benetint, it's just looked like a mess. I don't know if it's just the shade or what, but on my lips, on my cheeks, anything, I've never been able to make it work. And these work really lovely. So one of my favorite dupes at Dollar Tree are going to be these Be Pure bronzer drops. I know you guys have seen these. These were so popular a couple of years ago, and they're so hard to get your hands on. That's why mine is so messy, because I use it, girl. This is so good. I would use it more often if I could find another one. But these are the best bronzer drops I've ever used. I've tried way more expensive brands, and they've either broken me out or make you look like a tin can. These are just the perfect amount of bronze, the perfect amount of moisture, not too much comedogenics. Like, it doesn't clog your pores. It's not going to make you look like you came out of like some tinfoil plant, anything. I really like these. I really enjoy these bronzer drops. I highly recommend these. Let me say it again. I highly recommend these. Get these. If you don't get anything at Dollar Tree, get these. Okay. All right. Moving on. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly mention a whole line of makeup that they have at Dollar Tree. I'm not going to go into every single product. Not going to go into every single product specifically because I don't want to spend too much time on this. There's so much Dollar Tree makeup to look at. But I want you guys to, if you are 40 plus and you can get away with some of the shades at Dollar Tree, do it, y'all. This line is everything. This is the Be Pure Essentially Ageless line. You can see I've obviously used this because it's the name is scratched off. This is the blurring primer or something like that. This is a dupe for the L'Oreal Infallible Blurring Age Perfect line that runs you about $10, $10 or $15 depending on where you get it. They have a primer and they've got foundations and things like that. But the line I've not used myself. I've used this stuff and it is good. This primer is really, really good, you guys. I highly recommend this primer. I use this primer even when I'm not doing Dollar Tree makeup. I would use this primer anytime. I like that blurring primer by e.l.f., the putty one. This is exactly that. It goes all the way down into your pores. It evens and smooths everything out. It's going to make your canvas ready for some makeup. And when you put it on, you are not going to be mad at it. Only thing I will say is go lightly. Don't use a lot. If you put too much, you're going to look like no pores, no nothing. And you'll look a little bit fake because you will have no pores, like nothing. It blurs everything out. So don't go ham with it, but definitely try it. That's really good. And along with that, they have this essentially ageless concealer. This concealer is my favorite Dollar Tree concealer ever. I've never found any other shade. This is in the shade medium deep or something like that. I assume that there's a lighter shade. I literally can never found it. I only ever see these. This is so good. Even the packaging is good. Everything. It's a dupe for the L'Oreal essentially ageless line, and they did it. They duped it. They did it. This is the best concealer at Dollar Tree. If you can get away with this shade, get away with it, y'all. I use the shade to highlight on the insides, and I'm never mad at it. It just leaves you with such a nice finish. Essentially ageless is. And so along those lines, they also have powders. Now online, I saw that L'Oreal has in their ageless line, they have loose powders, but I was not able to find any loose powders at Dollar Tree. Could you imagine? But I did find these. These are the essentially ageless setting powders. I thought I grabbed one of the face powders because they do have face powders too. But this one in particular, this translucent, I never like translucent, but this one has something to it. You put your brush in there and it just kicks up. It kicks up all of this little bitty pieces and just enough for you to pick those up and set away. And it does not leave you with a white cast. It brushes away lovely. I really like this powder. I've never liked a white translucent powder, and I really like this powder. It also comes with, they have it in some shades, deep, medium, deep, tan. I think it's 3 shades. The shades aren't as great only because the undertones don't match me as much as I would like, but I like this one. I have this one. This one is also in my powder drawer, like my regular powder drawer, so I can grab it at any time. So duping, be dupes, okay? And then they also have blushes. Now the blushes are nice, the formulas are nice. I just have not been able to find shades that work for me. The shades are really, really light. They're all the same. It's like 4 shades of pale pink, and I just can't make that work. So we have not been able to make those work in the line, but the texture of them are really buttery and nice and smooth. So everyone has seen these Be Pure moisturizing hand sanitizers. These are Touchland dupes. Now you know that the Touchland hand sanitizer sprays can run you like $10 to $15 depending on where you get them, and they're not even worth like $5. These were $1.25, and when I tell you I've seen them everywhere, it took me years to finally get my hands on these. It took me years. I just got my hands on these just like a month or so ago, and I'm so happy I did. My daughter got some, my husband got some, everybody got some. I got them everywhere, and these are just really nice to have on you, just to sanitize things down, you know, keep it nice and clean and fresh. But honestly, because everyone was talking about them, of course you wanted to like see what they were talking about, and I think it's worth the hype, definitely. So these are the Be Pure hand sanitizer dupes, and I definitely think they're worth it. Hopefully you guys can find yourself some. It's one of those things that you kind of have to forget about it, they exist, and then one day they just pop up on you. So I still have a lot more to go, so let's just keep going. All right, so I don't have that many more. I just have a couple more to go, you guys. So for face products, there's some really good face products going on right now. I know everyone has seen these Be Pure glow up blush sticks. These are definitely dupes for like the Charlotte Tilbury or the Charlotte Tilbury, or even the I know Tarte did some face sticks. These ones are actually really nice. I really enjoyed these. They come in a contour, excuse me, they come in contour shades here. So this one's the deep, and then this one is the fair medium. And then they come in 2 blush shades, Ballerina and what is this one? Rose Gold. Now with the blushes, don't be fooled by the packaging. These are really pretty. They actually blend out really, really lovely. I like to mix these 2 together, and it gives you just the nicest little pink flush, even on my skin. Don't be scared to use these, but just don't put them directly on your face. These are really nice. And I find that these blend out wonderfully. These blend out like anything I would have gotten from a higher end store. If you took the packaging off and told me it was something else, I definitely would not clock that it was from Dollar Tree. So these are a really good find. If you guys can find these and make these work in your shades, I would highly suggest grabbing these and picking these up. They also have these highlighters. This one is in the, oh my gosh, I can't read. Sparkling Rose, and then Champagne. Usually the Champagne shades of the Be Pure is really frosty. So if you look like me, I would steer clear of the shade Champagne in anything of the Be Pure face stuff because it is really, really light. That is definitely geared toward more fair skinned people. The original version, the Charlotte Tilbury version of these, is going to run you $42. Can people pay $42 for something like this? That's crazy. So the Charlotte Tilbury of these are going to run you $42. The Tarte ones are 38 or something like that. They're just as expensive. So yeah, these are really expensive. The ones I got were $1.25. They are definitely worth a try. And if you can mix them, if they're not necessarily your shade and you can, I would definitely try to mix it into your shade. Give these a try. They blend so nicely. In the last year, everyone has just talked about liquid blush, and Dollar Tree heard what you guys were saying and they have come through. I have got several versions of Dollar Tree liquid blush dupes that I'd love to share with you guys. First, we're going to look at these ones from Ioni. These are the Ioni These are the Ioni liquid blushes in the shade Warm Rose, Soft Pink, and Rosette. So these liquid blushes are going to be dupes for every liquid blush out there. There's that Say blush. There is the Juvia's Place blush that was really, really popular. And these blushes go on really nicely, you guys. There's a lot of pigment in there. I definitely would recommend applying these on the back of your hand first or on a palette before you apply it to your face. But I have tried these and these blend out so nicely. Now, now you can see some of the shades are a little bit more patchy than the others, but isn't that with everything? So for $1.25 a piece, I do feel like they could have gone a little bit further with the shades. There needs to be some kind of deep berry in there, but these shades actually look pretty nice on the skin. I did try these out and they are not horrible. They're not as bad as I felt like they looked. They definitely blend out really nicely. But if you are a liquid blush person, I highly recommend grabbing these, you guys. It's a good size. It's the same size as you get from like the e.l.f. ones that are going to be $8. There's the Juvia's Place that are going to be $18. And then they have the ColourPop, the Say, like there's so many different liquid blushes that if you are a liquid blush person, give these a try before you go off and purchase something else that's really, really expensive. Because not only do they have those liquid blushes, they literally have rare beauty dupes at Dollar Tree. So here we are. These are the Be Pure liquid blushes. This one is in the shade Coral Crush, and then I've got Party Pink here. And you can see obviously by the packaging that this is going to be their best version of a dupe for the Rare Beauty blushes, which are going to cost you about $15 for a mini. And I believe the big ones are like $28. I do have a large one in the shade Grace that I don't use. So I wish I would have just bought these because I think the one I have is very similar to this. Now, I do think that the applicator could do like a little bit better. This looks literally like a lip gloss applicator. So they definitely could have done better with that, made it a little bit bigger. So you don't want to put this directly on your face. But to me, I think the texture is very similar to the Rare Beauty blushes. You can see it went on nice and smooth. It's not patchy. Plus, you can see it went on nice and smooth and it's not patchy at all. So that one is the Party Pink. And then we have the Coral Crush. Now you could go to, oh, that one's very similar to this one. You could literally go to Dollar Tree and buy all 5 of these liquid blushes and still not add up to the cost of one of the other ones. So I suggest that you do that, and then you can do a little mixed action and mix yourself the perfect liquid blush color. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you guys is a really surprise to me that I actually really like this because like I said, I'm not a real cream product person, but I actually really liked this Ioni blush stick in Raspberry. I wish I would have got the other shades because I know there had to be some other shades. Now this has to be a dupe for the Rhode blushes, you guys. This has a lot of pigment and it's so smooth. This is what it looks like, and look at how nicely it goes on. It just went down like butter. Look at how pigmented it is. Every other blush stick that I have encountered, especially from Dollar Tree, is always super patchy. And I know that Milk has a jelly liquid, a jelly blush, and Dollar Tree actually has a dupe of that as well, but it's just not very good. Let me show you. Okay, so here it is. Just quick mention. This is the Be Pure Lip Jelly and Cheek Tint. Now, I know that this has to be a dupe for those Milk jelly tints. Look at this. Exactly like it. Now, the Milk tint's going to run you $26, and this is $1.25, but I don't know if those Milk tints are as bad as this, but this is really bad, you guys. You can see how many times I'm swiping and there's still barely any color. Like I can't get anything to come off of here at all. And then once you do have it on here, it doesn't move. It doesn't blend. It doesn't do anything. This is definitely like anti-good. The opposite. This is on the bad list. So I just wanted to show you guys that there are dupes that Dollar Tree does not do well, but this one is really nice. The Road Blush is going to run you $24. This is $1.25 and it's lovely. Look at that color. That is gorgeous. You could put that towards the middle of your face, make it look really pretty, but not just that, you could put this anywhere and just give yourself that pop of color that you really, really like. So the last thing I'm going to show you guys, the very last thing, I know I've been yapping a lot, but I told you there was a lot. I told you guys. So the last thing we're going to look at are going to be some liquid eyeshadows. I personally think that these are Stila dupes because they just give you that Stila feeling. The packaging, no, but the actual eyeshadow, yes. So if you've tried the Stila, the liquid Stila that comes in the little square packaging, you know that those give you like the dual chrome shine, and those just shine for days. So these give you the same thing. These are really pretty liquid eyeshadows by Ione. This one is in the shade Honest Pink. And then I've got this black shade, and this one is in, oh, I can't see it, Curiosity Gray. So it looks black, but it says it's gray. My arm is telling secrets. Oh, that is pretty. Pretty. Definitely gives the Stila vibes. I wish I could see it on my arm. Let me set it on the back of my hand. Yes, yes, that's so pretty. It's sheer. So yeah, this one is, they're toppers, you know, just like the Stila eyeshadows, the liquid eyeshadows, they're going to be toppers. So last one is the champagne shade, which is laid back champers, girl, whatever you say. Let's throw it down here. Oh, that's very pretty. Look at how smooth that went on. It wasn't patchy at all. The way it feels, it should have been patchy, but it went on. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. Middle of the eye, like, or the corner eye, psh, absolutely. Very, very pretty. So these are absolutely dupes for your Stila liquid eyeshadows. Let me tell you the difference in price. Okay, you guys, so the Stila liquid eyeshadows are going to run you $25 a piece. These ones were $1.25 a piece. I think that these are a really good steal and one of the best dupes. These were so pretty and they're starting to dry down nice and lovely. I guess I should have tried to blend them, but we didn't do that. But I will say that I recommend these. I think these are really honorable mention, quick honorable mention. I found this Ione brow freeze. This definitely gives me the vibes of the e.l.f. brow lift or even the Anastasia brow gel that was really popular with like the laminated brow look. This was $1.25 at Dollar Tree, and it just definitely gives you the same idea. You can see it's crystal clear. I've been really scared to put anything in it because I know that once you start to dip stuff in it, it gets like really gross and it can almost start to mold. So I guess we just kept it really pristine. But if you guys see these and you like that laminated look, I definitely would grab these because the originals are going to cost you like $5 to $10, and I know the Anastasia one is like 22, 21 or something like that. So look out for these. So what did you guys think? Did you think I did a good job? Did I miss anything? Are there things that you think are better dupes? Or do you think that some of the dupes that I thought were dupes are not good dupes? Because, you know, everybody has different opinions. But I think I did pretty good. I know that there's still a million other dupes out there that I've either missed or I didn't care for. So I just didn't show them to you guys. that I didn't care for. So if there are some things that I missed, make sure you guys let me know down below in the comments. My name is Jamie, but you can call me Fabs. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I make press-on nails. I also make budget-friendly beauty content featuring stores like Dollar Tree and Costco. And I love to test beauty products on my 40+ skin to see if it's worth your money. So if you love videos like that, I kindly ask that you consider subscribing because I've got so much I'd love to share with you. And until the next video, I will see you guys later. You have a great day and stay safe. See you. Love you. Bye.